We're live. Hi,
All
everyone.
right.
I'm so excited. Okay, let me be clear. First of all, I'm house sitting, and it's been a tough week for me. A little bit of some heart issues, Robert, but I'm alive and I'm here. And
Yeah.
you're going to be my medicine today to help me
All right.
to feel better. So that's the way to do it. Okay, do I know Robert? No. The only three things I know about Robert: he's brave, he's a beautiful human, and he's brilliant. So,
Hey.
Robert, introduce yourself to me. Hi, Robert. I'm Adrian. Who are you?
Jen, and thank you for having me in your show. I just came back home from a comedy show. If this can help push things up a little bit, to brighten things up. Well, I'm Roberto Capodieci. I'm Italian. I've been living around the world. I spent the first 18 years of my life in Italy. Then I spent a lot of time in the United States. Now it's 20 years I'm in Southeast Asia. I live in Bali, Indonesia at the moment. So I think there are places people take the effort to go in holiday to. Why not living there directly? So, right. So Venice, Italy, Florida in the States, and now, Bali in Southeast Asia. So that's exciting. And working in IT, I can adapt myself. Is a work I can do a little bit everywhere. Even starting company. Singapore is a fantastic country nearby here. It's 2.5 hours of flight from here, and there is a lot of interesting opportunities there. So there you go. And yeah, so that's who I am. That's what I'm. I mean, like I am not my job. I am a human, as I was saying. I'm a father of four. I have a lot of interesting aspect of family life as well. But
I love it. I love it. So, Robert, sorry for the dog in the background. Robert, I have a question for you. If you live in Bali, the most beautiful place on earth, most people would say, that where do you vacation?
right, that's a big, that's a big drama. Like where you go when you're in a place like this? Go to Thailand. Thailand is another amazing destination that is very similar but completely different at the same time from Indonesia. So that's where many people, there are this new generation of digital nomads. These kids, even though there are even 50 plus that do digital nomading, but mostly are 20 something that do digital nomads and do very well. And they really live between different countries in Southeast Asia, mainly Thailand and Indonesia, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, and Bali, or other islands. So much the governments are organizing themselves to offer visas special for digital nomads, so they are legally working remotely from within a country. Which, when you're with a tourist visa, you are not allowed to work, not even for an employee outside the country where you are. You should be only in holiday. So
Robert, I want to do some fast questions for you because I think a lot of people are really interested, but we're going to do because I have like 5 back-to-back interviews today. It's a live-a-thon. So what I want to do is ask you these questions and I want to ask you your questions and then give your answer. Like, first of all, how long does it take you to prepare to actually go overseas and live?
Well, the time you spend, now when I was a kid, first time I took and left, you have no website to buy airplane ticket. You need to go to a travel agency actually. So it would take a little longer because you need to wait at the travel agency to prepare your tickets. Else, I would say a couple of hours, 3 hours. No, never prepare a big luggage because it's just a lot of annoying stuff with you. So take a flight and go where you want to go, and then start there with what you can do. I think is the best way to prepare, honestly.
Okay, so here's the next question. Do you have your clients already and then kind of like bring your clients? They don't, you're working remotely, or your own business. So do you bring your clients? Do you get your clients first and move, or do you move and try to get your clients? So like, what would make more sense?
No. And that will make more sense to live already knowing that you can survive and you can have an income. Obviously, that goes by without saying. And depends how adventurous somebody is. Never be in a country that you don't know, with a language you don't know, with no money on the road. That's not really intelligent, I will say. So obviously, make sure that you have already some money, some savings, plus some income that you can have.
Are you
Absolutely,
going
yes.
over first? Because how do you know how the Wi-Fi is?
Right nowadays, I will say with thanks to Elon Musk, a small satellite antenna that fits in a small luggage, you can be connected to the internet anywhere in the world, even in the middle of nowhere, in a raft in the middle of the ocean. If you don't have food or water, but you have internet to ask for it, I guess.
I love that. Again, Robert, I'm so sorry. I'm here at this house sitting, and the dogs. It's been a very tough week for me, I have to admit, as far as trying to work. So, but I don't want to cancel this. So let me. I want you to share right now. Once you're over there, what are the steps? Like, are you working during the day? Are you working American hours, Italy hours? Like, I'm really curious about your hours. But I'm going off camera, so you're just going to be you while I just handle this situation with the dogs.
All right, sure thing. Okay. Oh well, first of all, it doesn't really. I'm not a digital nomad. 20 years that I live in Bali, Indonesia. I don't. I'm not very nomadic. If I was a digital nomad, obviously, but I think that I saw so many people traveling around Southeast Asia doing online jobs. Maybe they have a drop shipping store where they just need to connect, a supplier with clients, or they have other kinds like they are developer, they have application, or they run a software as a service website, many other things that they potentially can do. And this is something they do without I would say they would do it the same thing at home that they're doing when they're remote. Some jobs require them to be online on a certain time of the day or the night. Myself, like now is midnight and 7 minutes here in Bali. So, just to accommodate the fact that sometimes you deal with people on other side of the planet, and then you need to get to the compromise to be present at times that are no, but it's a personal choice, I guess. So,
Robert, I love that. Thank you for your patience there. I love that. So my next question is kind of a little different. I just want to know, like what are the topics? You requested to come on live. I love it. I don't review anyone, so it's open seat. But what is like? What are you hoping to gain from like serving on podcasts? Are you looking for more business? Is there a story you want to share? What is your goal for like getting on podcasts?
well, all right. So that's a very interesting question because I've been guesting about 50 podcasts since the beginning of the year so far. Um, I would
Robert,
say,
wait, don't just say that. Wait, breathe.
all
Everyone,
right.
50 podcasts. Wow.
Hmm.
Share.
And I host my own as well, and I host also for a group that has many hosts, very interesting podcast in financial technology. I had a series about preventing online scams. I did the podcast in Italian with other people about the metaverse. I've been doing many things. I guess it's interesting. More the things is taken seriously. It's interesting also to explore how other people do it. Like I wonder, would I ever be able to be a guest at Joe Rogan or Fred Fixman? Like there are like what is so interesting about me. Is that a lot of interesting fact about me? There are. I guess because they've been keep asked to be, the first few I offered myself as a guest, and the rest became mostly invitation that I received of people seeing me in others. And it's also a way to learn to be a better host, I guess. So in the past, I've been asked to write a book, and before accepting to write the book, I wanted to be sure to be good about writing. So I started writing columns for the newspaper. I started writing a blog, and and there I realized I wasn't very good. So I did the process in learning, and then I co-written books with other people. Like it's something that I don't believe day one be already at the top, so that never works. So there is a path to get to a destination. And being guest in podcast is a choice I've made to learn, to get to know a lot of more new people, and to understand better how this world works.
I love that. I love that. I'm also a podcast producer for Market Domination, but this show is not produced by him. This is a homegrown show. But I totally agree with everything you're saying, and the ability to, and it helps you to keep, on your toes with your brain thinking. So I absolutely love that. I am going to share something with you. I want to ask you a couple questions. Again, some Spitfire answers, yes or no. Have you ever been on a social audio app?
Social audio app. I'm not very sure what it means, so I
What?
guess no.
Wait, what? Really? Okay, so this is so amazing. So like 4 years ago, an app called Clubhouse came out.
Clubhouse. Yes. Oh my
Okay,
god.
okay.
Oh
Now,
yeah,
what if
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
all right, so you picture Clubhouse. Now, what if you picture Clubhouse, but you could have video, you could stream, you could do podcasts, you could do the video with people in the room where they can unmic, you can mute them all, and then you could say, anyone have questions, and then they'll raise their hand and they could ask questions right there. I mean, how
Right.
interactive it's going on, by the way. Also, this is most incredible. So it's a social audio video app by a young man named Nelson Apega, who was it like he's like the number one Clubhouse audio lover, right? He went from Clubhouse to Twitter Spaces and realized what was missing, and as an entrepreneur
All right.
created Chatter Social. It would be great for you. First of all, there's people all over the globe. You could be in the room with Ecuadorians, you could be in the room with anyone. It's amazing. And you're having real conversations with real live people. There's entertaining rooms. There was The Voice where contestants got on camera, and it was so much fun with the judges. Would you like an invite?
Sure thing. I'm
Okay,
always
I'll
open
send
to
it when we're
seeing
done.
it.
I'll send you the invite. I think you will
All right.
really enjoy it. Because so what is the majority of your business? Is it social media? Are you brand strategist? Or are you a cyber scam? Like I didn't get a chance to know.
No, no,
So
no.
if
I
we were going to
mean,
read your speaker sheet, tell me what's on your booking sheet.
no, I mean, I am a, I'm an advocate of decentralization. I am experienced in the centralized system. I am a technical architect for the centralized system. So I do roles as CTO or software architect or project management in software implementations for the centralized system. So system based on peer-to-peer. That's a lot of complicated words to say that pretty much I build the engines that stay underneath what are, for example, cryptocurrencies or other decentralized system where system for supply chain and other things like that. Yes.
Amazing. You're going to love Chatter Social. It's actually made for someone like you. It is perfect because you get the CEO and founder, Nelson Apega, actually runs a town hall where you can ask questions. We've seen people come in and get hired by him, which is amazing. So it's incredible. Pretty much mostly every night is the town hall where you learn and get all these updates as it's going. So we're in private public beta. Some of us were the first, I think I was the first 100 in the private beta. So now it's public beta. So still a lot of changes. He always asks feedback, polls. You are going to love this. I didn't even think about it, but after hearing what you're saying, I'm like, ooh, you are going to be good. Chattersocial.io. So anyways, like this amazing life that you have. Are you working on a book to share your story too, or just the podcast and guesting?
But technical book has been written in the past, or I have one interesting. If people is interested in the centralized system, a book they can download for free or buy at Amazon.com. But now, at the moment, I'm organizing myself to start hosting. There is a podcast platform with the different topics and selection of a series of podcasts that I want to start putting out. And so that's pretty much it. For the rest, I do my job, my business. My work is now on social media, right? Is on the technical aspects. So I have my own companies and things. This is just the pleasure of having a chat, educating people about decentralization through this media, and get to learn how all this world works.
Robert, before we go, I don't. What's behind you?
What is behind me?
Like, is that oh yeah, what is that?
This is a brain. This is the QR code that goes to my LinkedIn. These are very old floppy disk cassette tapes, from the
Wait, am I
80s and
supposed to go like
90s.
this? Should I do this? I want to do it. I want to do it. Wait, hold on. Everyone, get out your phone. Get out your phone. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's get out the phone. Let me go to the let's see if it works. Camera. Let's go like this. Come on. I do have an iPhone 15 Pro Max. Not that I'm bragging. Oh, poop. I don't, it's not, it must be something that's just not, it's not picking it up. Shoot. Let me just try one more time.
Probably, unless the image is mirrored. Let me. Yeah.
All right. Well, I tried. If someone else try. Otherwise,
I
we'll
think
have all your
like this,
links.
like this should work.
So what we'll do is we're going to put all your information in the show notes, so that
Absolutely.
everyone has it. So do you want people to reach out to you via LinkedIn? How do you want people to reach out to you? And what do you have? Tell
Yeah.
me your socials right now. Like, what do you have?
Well, LinkedIn is RC10. So the classic linkedin.com/in/RC10. RC like
At
Roberto Capodieci.
RC10.
All right.
Okay,
Then
let
my
me see.
website is rcx.it as a short link to get to my website.
And what is it? And
RCX. So RC again, Roberto Capodieci, X is 10.
RCX.
Okay, números, .it.
Okay, good. Oh, you're gonna
IT.
good. I want to make sure I'll have it in the show notes, but if they hear you now, I love that. I think that so on your are you making a course or doing something with your how to travel, how to travel or how to live the like that would be really cool. Are you
Yeah.
available for like consults? Are you available for just like a free like 15 minutes someone can ask you a question?
Yeah, if somebody want to reach to me, they are more than welcome to reach out to me. If I can help, I'm always happy to help. If somebody is interested in decentralization or they want to know more, again, just contact me. That's
I
something
love
I'm
that.
open to discuss.
I love that. So contact you, and then are you putting it in the notes right there? Okay, do you have access to the chat on the right side of your screen?
All right. Yeah.
If you do, that would be awesome. So I do something. I'm not as cool as you. Well, I'm not even like a quarter cool as you, but I am a trusted house sitter. So I travel through the
Hmm.
United States and sit for people's pets for free. Well, this one I'm doing is like down the road for me, but normally I love to travel and then, stay in people's houses for free in exchange for watching their dog or cat or whatever they have. And actually, so my next goal is to, explore the rest of the globe because it's a global organization. So there's sits all over. So it's a fun way to travel. And there's a lot of people that are nomad digital nomads, but they're using like the trusted house sitter kind of thing. So you could, and you get like 3 month sits. You get some people get like year-long sits when people have to travel. So very cool. Robert, you're a cool dude.
Likewise.
I love it. 50 out of 50 interview, pretty much one a week or two a week. You've had to like, it's all how many, I don't even know how many
Yeah.
weeks you've been in. Wow.
Yeah.
Has it brought you any business?
So what?
Has it brought you any
Business.
business?
I don't know if indirectly some of the business I receive comes from some technical interviews I do in some podcasts. Maybe, but some people connected to me because they saw me in the podcast. But no client told me, I'm your client because I saw you in the podcast. I don't know.
Got it.
Maybe it happened. I don't say. I don't know. But
Hey,
I don't
hey,
do it
everyone out
to
there.
find clients. I do it because I like to share my knowledge and to get to know people. Yes.
So I just want everyone out here to really, could you please connect with Roberto and say, oh, I saw the interview with Adrian so that he gets more of messages from me. If you wouldn't mind, I'm looking at you. Yeah. You over there to the right, please do that for me. So I find it fascinating. And then are you doing anything with like the beautiful pictures of Bali? Like, are you showing the country itself, like as you travel and tour Bali and go on the beach? How often are you at the beach?
And not very often. I'm very
Well,
big. If I go to the beach, then Greenpeace come and they push me back in the water. The
that's not
thing.
even nice. Don't say it about yourself. Stop it. Stop it. You're beautiful
No,
human
but
being. You're a
it
good looking
is.
man. I don't understand that. The beach, and you know what? The beach is not just to go in. The beach is to look at too. Are there a lot of restaurants on the water?
Yeah, there are a lot of nice restaurants at the beaches,
Can't you
and
take pictures?
good fish to eat. But I live in the mountain. I live in the inside of the island, so it's a little bit of a trip to go to the beach. But I have a nice swimming pool here at home, so sometimes I just
Do you have an extra bedroom by any chance?
extra bedroom. I have 4 kids actually, 3 living with me plus wife, and we are quite packed. But in fact, that's one of the issues because we had an area, a separate building that we use as a guest room, but now my wife started this production of a spa product, so she took over the space. And there is no more guest room available,
Oh
but
my God.
there are a lot of
I
homestay.
I can't wait to hear what products. She'll have to come on the show. I love that. So she's venturing out as her own entrepreneur. And was there a problem and she like is solving it with the product?
She been in this business for many years, and she's a sort of an alchemist. She makes these things. She started with something that she thought was the amazing thing, but nobody seems to care. As a side thing, she's still making those soaps, and people go crazy for her soaps. I don't know why. And it is very interesting. Her company is called Aura Permata, and she has a website aurapermata.com, you can see. And also in YouTube, she has a channel where she explains to people how to do the product at home if somebody wants. Interesting.
Okay, get her on for me. Get her on for me. Send me all of her information. Send me your information. Hey, I just want to talk to your kids for Roberto's kids. There's 4 of you, right? Just remember, all 4 of you can go into one room, and then I can have a room to stay. Just an FYI. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Nobody's moving out of your room, but I do want to share with you. You got the coolest father and the coolest mother. It sounds like so. You are lucky, and then you are in Bali. So wow. And I think that they could do a podcast sharing their life at their little older, older teenagers.
Yeah.
Anyways, people love that. So I love it. I'm going to let you go, Robert, to enjoy your midnight. So have a
All
great,
right.
thank you for spending midnight to 12:30 a.m. Robert, thank you so much. We're going to stay in touch. Okay. Now we're
Sure
friends.
thing. I
I'm
put
in
in the chat
Daytona
all the
Beach.
links you need, so also my
Awesome.
wife stuff.
I would love that. I'm in Daytona Beach. So if you want to come for Daytona, no, why would you?
Like,
Okay.
I've been in Florida for 10 years, 12 years almost. I'm on the other side, in Sarasota. So
Right. Oh my gosh, it was fun. Thank you so much for being bold, brave, and beautiful, coming on without knowing what you were getting into. You didn't even know
bye.
me. Amazing. Thank you. Bye, Roberto.
Thank you then. Bye.
Bye bye.